dissecting that conversation. Chibok schoolgirls camped in Borno cry out, "We are suffering, abandoned by Nigerian government. Our condition not better than under Boko Haram as we. Our children aren't going to school." That is the way they are. And our children, they're not going to school. And then, hey, health workers kick as Nigerian Nursing Council introduces stringent conditions for verification process. Plan rally in Abuja. This one, that's serious matter. Well, Lagos, these are the hot topics that we have this evening. And of course, we have a Monday, Thursday tonic in the house. Barrister Darlington is here with me. Barrister Darlington, next week, Wednesday, is Valentine.
I've already told you.
Have I said good evening to you?
You didn't.
Good evening.
Good evening, my sweetheart.
Hey! Hey!
In the spirit of
No, any sweet name you call somebody now comes with plenty gifts. Don't call sweet name without gift.
No, this one.
You call sweet. It's called sweet. So I saw this meme that somebody posted on social media and said, "Come, all of you's love of your life, or everybody in that love of your life, the least that you people have to buy them things comes with perfume. Your love of your life, does it have body odor, or do they have body odor?" And somebody now said, and chocolate, maybe there is no sugar in their body, they have low blood sugar. I'm like, so please don't give me high blood, don't give me high sugar level with sweetheart. I don't want. I'm okay where I am. Lagos will be right back to begin to dissect the conversations one at a time. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Listen to hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on the.
It is still 90.3 Voice of the People FM. So let's begin with the proposed NLC strike, as the Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress of Nigeria counterparts have issued a 14-day nationwide strike. This is like the how many notice? The 10th notice, the 3rd notice that this administration has gotten, right, by the NLC. So they have issued a 14-day nationwide strike notice to the federal government over the failure of the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's led government to implement the agreement reached on October 2, 2023, following the removal of the subsidy on premium motor spirit known as petrol. Now, leaders of the NLC and TUC are said, they are sad that despite organized labor's efforts to ensure industrial peace, we made sure that we did not break, we did not let the labor people leave work. We made sure we obeyed, but the government seemed unperturbed. That is, touch them for body at all. They seemed unperturbed by the mass sufferings and hardship across the country. Like say they don't send the suffer where everybody they suffer for the country. Say that kind of thing. It ain't good. Now, leaders of the NLC and TUC are sad that despite, so the October 2 agreement was focused on addressing the massive suffering and the general harsh socio-economic consequences of the ill-conceived and ill-executed IMF World Bank induced hike in the price of premium motor spirit and devaluation of the naira. Whereas you may be wondering why I am laughing over that particular paragraph, as written by Punch, by the way, not me. So they said the October 2 agreement was focused on addressing the massive, in fact, they quoted this particular space, quoted the labor leaders. He said, focused on addressing the massively suffering and the general harsh socio-economic consequences of the ill-conceived make a break and down for pidgin English. That is something where be say na bad mind then you use to talk am. Na bad mind, because if not be bad belle you use think am well. Na bad belle you use think am self. So now it be ill-conceived and ill-executed. Something where be say you not even put the results anyhow, like he plan them anyhow, then can also implement them anyhow. That is, he just put out the thing anyhow, you do them anyhow, without caring, carelessly, just like that. Okay, so they said now the part that got me, Mr. Barrister Darlington, is the addressing the massive suffering and the harsh socio-economic consequences of the ill-conceived and ill-executed, they call them IMF/World Bank induced hike in the price of premium motor spirit and the devaluation of the naira. So the dual policies have had, as we predicted, their economic consequences for the masses and workers of Nigeria. That's according to the statement, or part of the statement by the labor leaders today, Thursday. Speaking further, the unions lamented that it is regrettable that we are compelled to resort to such measures, but the persistent neglect of the welfare of citizens and Nigerian workers and the massive hardship leave us with no choice. That is, we don't get choice like this. So they said it's going to be effective February 9th, tomorrow. Among others, the two labor unions said, constrained by this development and recognizing the urgency of the situation and the imperative of ensuring the protection and defense of the rights and dignity of Nigerian workers and citizens, the NLC and TUC hereby issue a stern ultimatum, that's a strong ultimatum, to the federal government to honor their part of the understanding within 14 days from tomorrow, 9th of February 2024. The federal government had, among other things, promised the implementation of 35,000 naira wage award for civil servants, which, however, they did not pay up to date. They just pay 1 or 2 months. Can't do them willy now disappeared. So now they're saying that federal government, you do this one, you do us this one. So for that thing where you do us, we touch us, they like strong thing. Oh yeah, we go strike for you, Barrister Darlington. We don't have time. I know this one touch you too, because nobody with this economic hardship need they touch. So you have the floor.
Good evening, my listeners and viewers. And in the spirit of the time and season, we are reassuring people that nothing way hot when it is cold.
You're reassuring. You just sounded like a politician. I was wondering, like, do you have a political office now? Like you assure us. So reassuring is one word we always hear from.
Yes.
Okay.
We assure you. I assure you that it will look precious.
Sir?
On a more serious note, this thing that is happening now, was it not preventable? Let us be sincere with ourselves.
How was it preventable? Rather.
It was. If somebody have listened, if somebody lay minefield for you, are you supposed to work on it? If somebody set up a booby trap for you, are you supposed to work on it? That was what Tinubu came into office to inherit, because Buhari did not he did not include the subsidy in the 2023 budget.
Yes.
Is that not true? That was what he said.
Yes.
Now.
No, it was included until June ending, the end of the first half, from January to June. So subsidy, it's not included from July to December in the 2023 budget.
Let us agree that it was not included in the first place because he exhausted it. Tinubu inherited it from May. He had only 1 month window. For a master strategist, what are you supposed to do? You should know that Buhari didn't mean well for you. How could he have introduced a budget for you that you know it is not implementable and you are running with it? You should have said, okay, since Buhari has wasted the subsidy regime and left, let me now look at it myself and see whether it is workable. Then you look at the books, look at all the things that are there, look at the variable, call experts. Call experts. This is one of the reasons why I like Jonathan. You know, as a PhD holder, you know, doctors, they always meticulous in whatever they do. Whenever Jonathan wants to introduce things that will affect the masses, he doesn't just wake up and take action. He will call people and they will introduce this in piecemeal, gradually, to test the water, to know whether people accept it or not.
Can you remind us of examples?
Sorry?
Can you remind us of examples?
Oh, the ATM. We all saw it now. The ATM. The man did not just wake up and say, even the TSA, even the pension regime, he invited the people all over the world. They introduced papers. Even the CJA, Criminal Justice Administration, all this in Jonathan meticulously, he called experts. He did not just wake up and took action. Somebody should challenge me if I'm wrong here. Then why is it that these people who claim that they know everything, they could not even at least copy something? You just go, subsidy is gone. And some psychophants were there clapping. Precious, that day they were clapping. The same people that are clapping, are they buying their own rice from the moon now? Are they not the one gnashing their teeth now? Are they not the one? And if not that we have been shouting and crying and making noise, maybe this is nobody would have even woken up. They thought we are just here to criticize the APC and whatever. But everything we have said here, Ajami, it is things that affect the people directly. Directly. So why must Tinubu wait until people now get into the streets before you remember that you open the full reserve?
So you're in support of the NLC.
I am coming to that. NLC, they have disappointed Nigerians. I don't know why they keep giving all this extended period of announcement.
So they ought not to have given a 14 days notice.
My dear, if a man has taken 25 years preparing for madness, when will he actually run mad? How many times have this NLC told Nigerians these are going to, at the end of the day, nothing will happen? Do you know that with these 14 days they gave them now, people like Ijeoma will now enter the ring. What is his name? Bayo Nonoga will come in. The information minister, they will come in, pleading with NLC. In fact, they will.
Bajabiamila too.
Bajabiamila, all of them will
and
come.
the industrial court will solidify it.
Good. They now call them for a meeting. And when they say no, they say you are trying to sabotage our government. Maybe Atiku have paid you. That kind of thing. They are the one giving room for all these things. If they have disappointed you more than 3 times, what else are you waiting for? What else are you waiting for? The people are even doing the work of NLC. All the people that are rioting and protesting all over the place in the north, is that not people that the NLC should have organized? They are waited and waited. Nobody is talking anything on their behalf. That's why the people they put by the horn. And now look at the result. That's why we are trying to say avoid the mob action. Mob action is very dangerous because when they enter the street, they don't know who is who. That is the danger part of it. The dangerous part of it. Don't allow mob action to come into your government. When that is introduced, nobody is safe. Even the military, they will be on the run. I'm telling you. Because nowhere in the world.
So speaking about hunger and all that, you do recall that the federal government, I think yesterday, assured that food items will be released from the national food reserves as part of measures to crush food prices. Right. So I think the Minister for Information and National Orientation Agency, Mohammed Idris, said that after, that's what he said. So he said that we shouldn't worry, that food items will surely come down. So that the government, is part of the federal government's move to stem food prices. So he said that major millers and commodity traders will be engaged by the government in order to make the food items readily available.
I don't agree. This ad hoc arrangement, look, how long will Nigerians continue to live on palliative? Precious.
So there's a food reserve. So he said they go open them.
Open them for what? How long? That's what I'm asking. How long? Is it sustainable? How long will you open this food reserve? Were you not here last year when they said palliative?
So you know the thing about more supply. If you supply more, price crashes.
Okay,
that's it. So if supply is bigger than demand or is more than demand, then price comes down.
You are not getting it. I said how long? Do you know that if they continue to do that, we won't, at a point there will be no the food reserve? Can't you get it? There will be no food reserve. If they do that for 6 months, I am telling you that place will be empty. What happened after that? Talk now. What will happen after that? It's not enough to open food reserve for gossip.
But he's just saying that it's just some disgruntled Nigerians that are even taking advantage of what's going on. That there is enough food in the country.
Really? Then why did they open the food reserve now? They should have shown us the food now. No, they should have shown us where the food is instead of talking. Please, when we had it good under PDP, did all these things come up?
Did you have it good under PDP?
We had good. In fact, Precious, from where I stand now, PDP was a set in office. I'm not joking. They were a
Are you serious? But were they saints?
I said they were from what is going on now. PDP. In fact, Nigerians have said it before. You people should apologize to PDP. Now it wasn't like this. What are you saying? Didn't you buy rice, a bag of rice, 8,000 naira in this country under PDP? Tell me I'm lying.
Even 5,000.
No, tell me I'm lying now. Didn't you? We are things like this. Did anybody talk of food reserve anywhere? Did anybody talk of food reserve? Look at us since last year, palliative. We have entered this year again, palliative. Because this you are talking about a palliative. It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. That is the truth. You know where the problem. Instead of you to go and tackle it, you are doing ad hoc arrangement. You are doing palliative. You are doing temporary measure. And I'm telling you, it's not sustainable. Their palliative last year, how far did it go? They entered this year again, food reserve. If we finish the food reserve, what happens? When terrorists have taken over our farms, instead of you to go there and do the needful, these people that are not even from Nigeria, chase them away, let them go back where they came from. You refuse. My dear, I'm baffled though. I'm baffled, seriously. I'm baffled. I don't know how this government is thinking.
Okay, just this you said just reminds me the reaction of Ibn Prophet, that is Ibn Prophet Isa El Buba, when the convener of the Better and Brighter Nigeria initiative, he did say that the federal government must do everything within their power to give urgent attention to the growing protest against hunger and poverty in the land, because he said if left unaddressed, that they may give rise to inescapable full-blown revolt by the masses. That's the masses will revolt. So there's something he said here that caught my attention, so that I thought to. He said this today, Thursday, by the way, in Just Plateau State. He said, quoting him, he says, Nigeria has been overdue for a revolution that for some reason has not happened yet, but will have to happen with the increasing spate of devastating hunger and excruciating poverty taking a toll on Nigerians. So he said, a hungry man is an angry man, and his angst can snowball to have severe consequences if not checkmated. Despite the government state of emergency on food security, it looks like what they're doing is not enough, so they need to do more.
Of course, I said it here. I have told you.
So with his prediction, he says if government doesn't do anything, that this hunger now may snowball to full-blown revolution, and these pockets of protest here and there. That is, he was reacting to the protests. So he's saying that these pockets of protest here and there may now snowball to a full-blown revolution. Do you think Nigerians have the mind to want to protest that much?
Precious,
sir.
Look, if you say an old woman cannot run because she's old, that does not include when they go to carry her snuff box, so her leg, because her life will depend on that snuff box, and they go to come to carry it. She will pick race, so she will chase that goat to hell. I'm telling you. So all these things that the people are hungry, that no, it will get to a point they will say, what are we even waiting for? Like those leper at the gate of Samaria. What are we waiting for here? Instead of us to die here, let us go there and see whether we can. And they moved in. They get to a point. Look, I have told you, go and read Russian Revolution and French Revolution. It's all about food. They thought it was a joke. The price of food went up. There was nothing to eat. I have been saying it here. They thought I was joking. These are facts. And I'm telling you that humanity are the same all over the world. Humanity, especially the downtrodden, they are the same. Their anger no be here. Their anger no be here. Whenever they go into the street, it will take God to bring them back. And that's what we are saying here. Avoid it. Avoid it for the sake of this country. But the people there, they just feel unconcerned. Look at the way they are saying it, that there is food. It is disgruntled element. What kind of statement is that? Is that the statement of somebody who want to do something? That means they are not even aware of what is happening. They are not aware. They are not aware, completely aloof. All this emergency ad hoc arrangement, how long? That's my question. When you cry like a cry baby, when you cry, they give you sucker. You put in your mouth. After a time, you sleep off out of frustration and tiredness. Then you sleep. When you wake up, you cry again. Is that baby will just die? If the mother does not give that baby breast milk and continue to depend on sucker, that baby will die. That's the truth. And that's what this government is doing. Each time people cry out and everything is becoming they will now say, okay, let us do this. That means they are not even sincere. They are not sincere with the people they are leading. They are not. I'm telling you, it's like a mockery. Okay, Shebi, you say you're hungry. Yeah, take it now. Take and stop talking.
All right. So Barry Darlington, let's move to other.
That is the way I see it. Whenever you can say, oh, you're taking now, Shebi, oh yeah,
okay. Okay. So we'll have a couple of issues to also attend to here. So in a move to reduce the pressure on the Naira, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has raised a 7,000-man special task force across its 14 zonal commands. And, the idea is to clamp down on dollar racketeers. The spokesperson of the anti-graft agency, Dele Oyewole, in a statement yesterday in Abuja, said the commission had summoned the proprietors of private universities and other schools charging tuition in dollars. So the Naira, do you think that this 7,000-man task force, will work? So like they are all out. It's like war against racketeering of dollar. It's like war against indiscipline. Kick against indiscipline. Kai. They're everywhere now.
Hold on. Don't go too far. You see, history is there to teach us a lesson, to tell us where we are coming from and where we are going. Why do you travel the same road that didn't lead anywhere in the past? On the 15th of November 2015, Buhari granted the first ever interview on air with some journalists. And that was after they said that people should not withdraw or pay into their domiciliary account in Nigerian banks. And for that reason, for that statement alone, that policy that I didn't even know the reason for it, all the oil majors, all the foreign companies, all of them, they carted their money through the border. In Ghana must go back. Dollar vanished from Nigerian banks everywhere in this country. Remember, this was November. By 2016, when the effect became too biting, the same Buhari now sent his minister that they should go and be canvassing for dollar. They should go all over the world.
2015.
Are you not listening to me? I gave you date now. 2015, when he came in, November 15, when he granted that interview, even a journalist told him that, Mr. President, I have £200 in my account. I can't even withdraw to pay for my children's school fees. He said he will find out from the Minister of Finance. As if he didn't know. That the man didn't even know the effect of what he have done or what he have said. He didn't know. Then after that interview, 3 days after, he now said, okay, people should now withdraw or pay into their dumb account. By that time, the damage has been done. Pressure, the damage has been done. That's the reality.
Okay.
That is how leaders do.
So you're thinking, or are you saying that this policy of 7,000 that it won't work?
It won't work because people just carry the money and put in their bedroom now. They have wardrobe, they have safe in their house. In fact, some of them have private banking in their homes. And they'll not be connecting themselves and be doing the transaction in-house. Yes, now. They'll be doing the transaction in-house.
All right, so let's move to another conversation very quickly. Now, okay, before I get to that particular incident, let's go to corruption issues. As the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has called on security agencies to diligently investigate allegations leveled against the Chief of Staff. to President Femi Gbajabiamila. Now, the speaker gave the charge on Thursday while addressing a press conference on the state of the nation. Gbajabiamila had been at the center of allegations, of course, of grafts and involving suspended Minister Humanitarian Affairs Betta Edu and other issues, because even the one of Emefiele, his hand was also fingered somewhere. Now, addressing the citizens, Abbas urged Nigerians to desist from fake news, but welcomed constructive criticisms to make government officials more accountable. He, however, pointed out that the allegations against Gbajabiamila are capable of undermining the nation's democracy. He said there has been a rise in defamation campaigns on social media involving the deliberate dissemination of false and misleading information with the intent to harm the reputation of individuals or organizations. Now, these campaigns often target political opponents seeking to determine their credibility, seeking to undermine their credibility, integrity, and public trust. So he said the recent unjustified, quoting him now, these are his words, not mine. He says the recent unjustified and baseless allegations against the Chief of Staff of the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, points to the danger of an unfiltered and unaccountable social media. That is to say that social media is unfiltered and unaccountable. He says such acts not only undermines the integrity of our democracy, but also erodes the fabric of our national unity. Yet, Femi is just one of millions of Nigerians who suffer cyberbullying and coordinated campaigns of defamation daily. Too many victims are not as powerful as him to defend themselves. So Femi is only surviving now because God gave him the grace to defend himself. They are just accusing an innocent man wrongly. They called him inside the accusation of Emefiele's case by a private investigator that the president employed. Some people are mentioning his name inside that matter. Why would they call him? They said him and the person who was in charge of AMCON has something to do with, they both have something to do with that issue. It's an accusation, and they fear God. And they also called him inside Betta Edu's matter. They said because that matter, they said when they call Betta Edu talk, they say, see person say. In fact, the 3 billion naira, that's 3 billion. That's the letter that he wrote, that they said that he wrote to Betta Edu, signing that the president has approved the sum of 3 billion naira for consultancy fee. They say, see, fake. Why don't they do all this kind of thing? Very quickly, please, sir.
You know that man took over from Gbajabiamila, and maybe there was a spirit of comradeship between them. So he's just trying to flog a dead horse. That means this rumor allegation is now extended to Tinubu. Because that is what the speaker is now saying, that Tinubu is carrying rumor against his chief of staff. Abi? Or that the United States court is carrying rumor against the chief of staff. When the facts are there, my dear, there is no need in forcing it. He should have given us examples of all this rumor or these baseless allegations, because the facts are there. Tinubu acknowledged it at a point and only said that he has confidence in Gbajabiamila, and people make mistake, this and that. He watered it down. What are you saying? Okay, why didn't they mention my name in those things, those allegations?
All right, so Barrister Darlington, let me quickly get to another matter here. So, Chief Judge of the Federal Capital Territory High Court, Hussaini Baba Yusuf, is on the brink of seating his daughter as one of the newest judges in the system. Now, this is according to news that was leaked to newsmen. You would also recall that even Justice Ariwola and other members of the legal elite, have had that issue. You also know that of Mary Peter Odili's wife, and the daughters, not now daughter, right? So so he says, as with the case of Oluwakemi Victoria Ariwola earlier, reported, the nomination of Mariam Baba Yusuf also necessarily involved stunting the career progression of other magistrates from everyday households in at least 4 states. So their case go stagnant while the child of the Oga Patapata moves forward, right?
Yeah,
so he said it was clear why Mr. Baba Yusuf prioritized his daughter as the third judge from Kogi on the FCT High Court when Abia, Imo, Bayelsa, Ebonyi each has no single judge on the court, not one. And the Nigerian Federal Character Policy codified in chapter 2, I think, of the Constitution required staffing the 70% bench equitably among citizens from 36 states and the capital Abuja. So that is to say that since it's 70 persons at the bench now, each state is supposed to have at least one representative, one each. But these 4 states mentioned, Abia, Imo, Bayelsa, and Ebonyi states don't have even one representative. One out of the 7. That is out of 70 people in those places. Those 4 states, they don't get person will qualify reach today. But the Oga at the top, daughter they there. And so still speaking to the same corruption that some, of course, some will have 3, some will have 4, and some will have more. But in all of these, though, our president have also warned us. He says that we should speak positive things about Nigeria alone. So he's asking the citizens.
That's what I'm saying. So, that tomorrow they will ask you, don't talk about corruption in the judiciary. What is this one? When Bakare asked me to define corruption for him the other day, I told him abuse of office. I was thinking he will challenge me on that. What is this thing if not corruption? If not corruption, a state have 3 and the other don't even have 1. And look at where those words are coming from, the southeast and south. And when we talk of sentiment here, people will say, why are you bringing, if they are qualified, Precious, sincerely speaking, if all these people they are the most qualified and they are coming from one state and they can deliver the good, sincerely I will not complain. I will not complain. I will just say, okay, let them go, since they are the most qualified and they will deliver the goods. But you saw what happened with the man at Abuja Division who was heading it before, who was taken to ICJ. And he brought the
International Criminal Court for this.
He brought the highest embarrassment to this nation. These are part of what you are saying. Putting round peg in a square hole. Out of what? Nepotism. Tell me, how can Nigeria move forward when the courts have already corruption have overtaken the courts?
Okay.
Where the place where you're supposed to go and fight against corruption, that place is already embedded in corruption.
So Barrister Darlington, let's move straight to what's happening in the nursing profession, as Nigerian nurses and other health workers have kicked against what they described as stringent conditions imposed by the Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria on all applicants seeking verification or certificates to foreign nursing boards or councils. So the council, in a memo dated, I think I think that was Friday, February 7th, 2024, outlined that it's called the revised guidelines and requirements to be met by all applicants seeking verification. So he outlined a revised guideline. So every applicant must sign and meet those guidelines before you be issued. So the memo was sent to the commissioner secretary of health, and other board members, the chief medical director, medical directors, national president, and all of that. So it was also sent to the ministries of health, hospitals management, board of all states, federal. So everyone in charge, that should know about nursing, know about it. Now the council, in the memo signed by its registrar, CEO Dr. Farouk Umar Abubakar, said applicants are to visit their website. He noted it to. They should visit it and they will log in there to initiate verification application by clicking on the verification application link. Now, he says a non-refundable fee for application shall be paid for verification for foreign boards of nursing as specified on the portal. This shall cover the cost of courier services to the applicant's institutions of training, places of work, and foreign board. So he said eligible applicants must have a minimum of 2 years post-qualification experience from the date of issuance of permanent practicing license. So immediately they issue you license. Before we can, it's just like giving you your transcript. You know how schools do. So from the day I graduate you, before I can send your transcript to the school that needs your transcript abroad, you must be up to 2 years of post, basically. So he says any applicant with provisional license shall be rejected outrightly. So the council shall request a letter of good standing. A letter of good standing from the chief executive officer of applicant's place of work. So your guy, the place you serve for that 2 years, must send a letter that you're in good standing. And who is your guy that you worked with? Is a doctor. So without the doctors, the nurses in Nigeria will just be so, and it says of work, and the last nursing training institution attended. So the last nursing institution you attended must also send a letter of good standing to you. And on this shall be addressed directly to the registrar, CEO, Nursing and Midwifery Council of Nigeria. Please note that council shall not accept such letters through the applicants. It says applicants must have an active practicing license with a minimum of 6 months to expiration date. Applicants must upload certificate of registration. Notification of registration is not accepted, so it must be certificate of registration, no notification of registration. So, President Darlington, with all of these measures, do you see Nigerian nurses being able to jack by the end of the day?
In the first place, Precious,
sir,
why do we always like to stifle growth in Nigeria? Why do we like to make things difficult for our people? Did this council, are they the one that sponsored the education of the nurses?
I was going to ask that. Shebi, it's not people who are under state scholarship or government scholarship.
Can you just imagine? This thing that they are reeling out here, is it necessary? Is it? I was thinking they should be talking of quality nursing training that can compete with any nursing training anywhere in the world. Rather, they are interested in withholding license, withholding certificate until you serve for 2 years. Hold on, no. What if you did not even get a placement for that 2 years? You didn't see any hospital to absorb you. What happens? Did they think of that? Or are there no nurses that are unemployed in Nigeria today? Where are the hospitals to employ them? You can imagine, they just think one way, without looking at calling experts to advise them. They just take a rational decision. Do you know that this thing can frustrate a lot of graduate nurses now, both male and female? Because if you did not get employment for 2 years after you have finished or whatever you want to do with the school, what happens? Then you will now go to one doctor and say, "Okay, give me letter of recommendation." Of course, they will find a way around it now. They will give the doctor money. The doctor, this nurse, they work with us. This and he was getting, of course. Then if you have even worked and you are not in good time with the doctor, maybe you are not cooperating with the doctor as a nurse, will he equally give you that letter? Look at these are issues.
Okay, so Barrister Darlington, we don't have more time, so let's go to the people. So about 3 Nigerians so far have died after the South African-Nigerian match. It just boils down to what you said that time, that people should check their BPs regularly. One is the Akwara University Deputy Bursar. He died watching Super Eagles AFCON semi-finals. Apparently he had a health issue and he didn't know, so I think the tension was a bit too much. And same with a youth copper too, who died watching Super Eagles semi-finals penalty shootout. In fact, it was during the penalty shootout Gongon save. In fact, why the last player was to give that finalizing penalty. That's when his heart couldn't take it. He just slumped, and before they rushed him to the hospital, he was pronounced dead. I do hope that people would really pay attention to their health. But let's go to, before we get to what Northern Elders Forum or Northern Elders are telling the president, do you agree with what Iwo monarch is saying? That is the Oluwo of Iwo in Osun State, that they should recommend death penalty for Nigerian treasury leaders. You think that's good? What do you think about it?
That the Iwo monarch,
You know, he's been a bit, I don't want to say controversial, but I don't want to say controversial so that I don't disrespect His Royal Highness.
He's always coming up with some measure that he knows.
But China did it and it worked.
Are you serious?
It's working in China, is it not?
Are you a communist state?
Okay. But at least it's stopping looting of national treasury.
The leaders that will implement it, they are not yet born in Nigeria.
Are you serious?
No, they are not yet born. They are not yet born. Forget it. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's like this dollar thing you are talking about. The people that are telling them to go and look for where the dollar is are the ones hiding it. They are the ones trading in dollar. The market woman in Oshodi who is selling rice and he doesn't know anything at your dollar.
All right.
The people that are using this dollar, will they actually arrest them if they see them? It's not possible. So what the one monarch is saying is not possible.
Okay.
Because at a point, somebody said that they should be swearing, when you are swearing as a minister or whatever, you should swear with Shongo and all that, or Amadioha. Everybody look the other side.
Barrister Darlington, let's go straight to the next conversation. We don't have time, so we'll open the phone lines. Now, the PRO democracy groups from the 19 northern states and the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, have said that the region, that is the entire north, both northeast, north central, and northwest, are solidly behind the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, just as they condemned rather in very strong terms sponsored protests in some states in the region against the present administration. Why wanna go the whole protest? We they solidly behind Oga. I won't end them there. I don't want to talk too much. Let's just stop in that. So they released a statement to say that they're solidly behind the president and those protests were very unnecessary. Meanwhile, did I tell you that Chibok girls are saying that Chibok girls are saying that their lives were much better than when they were with Boko Haram men? Of course. They said those ones that they released that they camped, right? They are crying and they said they're suffering, they've been abandoned by Nigerian government, that their condition is not even better than they were when they were under Boko Haram, and that their children, they had children for the Boko Haram people, are even not going to school. Even them, no hope for them to go to school. So I wonder how they're going to cope. So they said. So
let me advise Tinubu, you should not bank on what they are telling him. All these people that are telling him that they are solidly behind him, both northeast and northwest,
and north central,
is a lie. Is a lie.
So is Lori raw?
In fact, more than that, because ordinary to relocate some department of CBN to Lagos, you saw the hoopla. The northern elders, not just small children, northern elders, how they came out and we are threatening Tinubu with 2027. Is that a support? Look at that. Very, very deceitful. So Tinubu should go and relax now that they are with him, Abi. Let him go and relax now until they pull the rug out of his feet. Let him go and relax. Well, he did not ask them, oh, you support me, but when I was taking measures to cut costs, you people attack me. Is that support? You can imagine contradiction. You know, when they talk like that, they think that some of us, we are fools. There are so many things Tinubu wanted to do that they did not allow him to do. Is that support? Tinubu wanted to go to Niger and remove that man there. And that's what gave impetus for them to pull out of ECOWAS. Okay, so
even speaking about Niger now, the ECOWAS leaders are even holding a meeting to know what they would do about the withdrawal of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger.
What would they do? They have already lost the boss to take action, so forget it. They have left.
All right, Lagos phone lines are open. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions. 0700-903-903-903 and 0700-903-9039. That's a WhatsApp line. The 9 is a WhatsApp line. So 0700-903-9039. That's the WhatsApp line. Then 0700-903-903-903 is a direct line to call. So you can call the WhatsApp line, send a voice note, very short, less than 1 minute if possible, and call us on the normal call too. Let me begin to take a few messages here. Adegboye Gadidiji says, FG on food insecurity. We will open the reserve. The question is, which reserve? And is there anything in the reserve? No. He says, where are the reserves located? Tell us. When I won't go loot them like palliative. He said, are they still functioning? He said, these are important questions to be asked. He said, instead of addressing the main issue, why there is food insecurity, this government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu is playing mind games with Nigerians. Reserve call, reservoir. Why are you like this? I said the naira has become toilet paper. That's the issue, and it's as a result of bad policies, corruption, executive opulence, a lifestyle of executive senators, legislators, and you know what, and the elitists and their associates. That's what is making our naira lose value. That's what you said. Hello, good evening to you.
Hi, hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome. What's your name, Sam? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, hello, you're speaking with Marvelous Joe.
Marvelous, you're welcome. Go ahead.
From where?
Yes.
From where, please?
Marvelous Joe from Ikoyi.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, first time, I think second time listening to the program.
Thank you for calling. I appreciate you.
Yeah, but I listened when Jones was anchoring the program. I want to thank your guest, my very good friend, but he must have not known me. It been like, I think, 10, 15 years ago when I think Continental back then. Darlington, good evening. How are you doing?
Where are you there? I think send another Marvelous. I don't know, send are you. Oh, so you don't relocate to Koyabi? Okay. How are you?
I'm very fine, guys. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
No, my friend. These are the people that we all stood by. We said the truth then, but they weren't listening. I think. Look, let me just say, Tinubu and his cohort of APC should just apologize to Nigerians. What they are doing right now is, look, I don't want to go way back. I thank God that Barrister Darlington is now giving you facts. He's not just saying what he's saying, but he's saying facts. Give you a date. Look, the state of the way we spend for people these days is, in fact, I don't know. Back then, I used to live abroad, but I don't know whether to run back, because every day if they call you, you have to help. Every day if they call you, you have to give. Look at the state of the nation. What do you want to say now? So I don't know. I think what we need is people that would. I think they need to apologize to PDP first of all.
Exactly. I've told them.
I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart.
I've told them.
And you know you bought rice for 5, 6, 7. Right now 60, 50. So what do you want to say now?
No, that one is sponsored. It's sponsored though. I think we sponsored the rice to be 70,000.
So I think what we need now is for the president and the rest of them to just calm down. Let people give them proper solution. In fact, what we need now is solution. But this propaganda won't work again. It won't work. That is just the point. Please let me rest my case. Barrister, nice speaking with you.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you so much. All right. And Phil Carter says, good evening, Precious and Darlington. Kindly remind Darlington that GEJ, as a PhD holder, didn't think critically and properly when he changed Unilag to Moshood Abiola University, which he reserved when criticism against him became too hard for him.
Really?
Feel sentiment.
Thank God. But he rescinded, Abi, when they told him that it is an act of parliament, that Unilag is an act of parliament. They cannot just change the name by fiat. The man rescinded. When you wanted to remove fuel subsidy and you people went to Ojota, the man rescinded. But to mention anything, we told the APC don't do that they obeyed us. Didn't they go ahead? We have told them.
NSAS, the disbanded SAS.
Did they listen? You have indicted yourself. Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, yes, now.
Okay. All right. And then he says, good evening, VOP. Tell Labour that they should leave us alone. We are tired and hungry, and we understand the game they are playing. Just because the women of Niger and Kano are demonstrating Labour to tactically call for strike, so that at the end of the day they will override the demonstration in favor of the government. Odaba sent in that message. And Emmanuel says ATM was not introduced by Jonathan's administration but by Obasanjo in 2006. Darlington should check his facts before coming on air to mislead people. Cashless economy though was introduced by Jonathan. Hello, good evening to you. No, but ATM was there before Jonathan. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Good evening to you. Welcome. Sir?
Yeah. My name is Tony. I'm coming from Mango.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
Yeah, I greet by Sir Darlington.
We greet you too. Go ahead.
All right. Our people say somebody that cuts head will never allow another person to get behind him with machete.
Yes, with machete. Correct.
You see, so this APC, if it was Labour Party that was in power now or PDP, are they telling us that they will keep quiet?
I wonder.
Can they swear that they will keep quiet?
I wonder.
All right. So the issue of even if you want to bring a suggestion, they will castigate you. They will say you are fighting against the government. My question now is that spot they say they want to open. Where did they get the food that they pack there? And when did they work the food? When did they produce that food? Because since 8 years, more than 8 years now, insecurity has been disturbing Nigeria and farmers are not going work. Where did they get that food from? They want to open for us. That's my question. I want to know.
Okay. All right. And then this was, thank you, I appreciate it. Mr. Darlington, do you have an answer to that?
No, I should be asking you, it's your party.
Hey, Mr. Darlington, leave me alone. No. Good evening, Sister Precious. The person you gave me number was advising me to treat my sick mother with herbal medicine and told him we've been treating her with herbal medicine. Well, I think I'll attend to this. He says, good evening, Precious and Barrister Darlington. I am prepared to join your program to the end. What Nigeria is going through now is inevitable under any leadership. We've been living on borrowed times for a long time. President Tinubu did not plan this transition.
Remember what he told you when they asked him to come for interview. He said, no, they want to steal my idea. I don't want to come for any interview. They want to steal my idea. Oh yeah, now go and implement your idea. I said, I remember all the propaganda. I don't know why Nigerians bought all those crap.
Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, Mr. Precious.
Sir?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Welcome.
Amade Darlington.
Ndewo.
Please go ahead very quickly, please, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Mr. Sam from Badagry Outreach.
You're welcome, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just want to thank you people.
Thank you.
That you continue to speak the truth. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Bye. Thank you. Bye. All right. Prince from Ilasa says, instead of them to neutralize the situation of insecurities in the country, they are telling us they will open food reserve for how long should we depend on palliative?
No.
Some people will just come on radio station and say things without facts. Mr. Darlington, no grief for anybody. Can you help me turn up the volume of your radio set, please? Totally. Okay, so please, whenever you call, try to turn up the volume of the radio set, please, so we don't have that call back. It's really very tacky. All right. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, welcome.
Madam Precious, Honorable Precious.
Now, Madam, I go answer, sir. I'll not be honorable. I'll not be politician.
Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Good evening, my brother. How are you?
God bless you. God bless you, my brother. These people, they are playing us as a draft in this country.
I'm telling you.
You didn't tell us your name and where you're calling from.
They are playing as a draft. Enough is enough. They can't be dragging us with the masses.
What is your name, sir?
How can somebody,
what is your name?
My Oluwaseyi, calling from my team.
Go ahead.
They cannot be playing as a draft. We are in a civilian war now. Can't they copy good from the Western war? Somebody said they have a reserve for why they keep it? It's in their house or also rock or Badilo. These people they are not helping the matter. They are not helping the matter because the masses are suffering. The masses are really suffering in Nigeria now. They should do something because this thing goes to another level. Because now look at the NS labor giving 14 days. But that 14 days is too long. You give it for 7 days. But you have agreement with them. It's not government that go against it's government that go against the meeting now. Now when the neighbor wants to go on track now, they will call them again. Come for meeting. I mean, God bless Nigeria. Have a nice day.
And God bless you too. And God bless you too. Thank you so much. And let me go back to the phone lines to WhatsApp very quickly. This says, good evening, Precious and Darling, saying, Mr. Jude from Okota, please, Precious, why do Tinubu government doesn't want to face insecurity so that farmers should go back to their farms instead of to continue looking for where he will find food to give to us? Does it mean that he's in agreement with these people to just continue with what they're doing? Please, that's my question. Exactly. The question where I not get answer to, but make I go take phone call. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello, good evening, Precious.
Sir, you're welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Good evening, my brother.
Please remind us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Samuel. I'm calling from Migondo.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
It's quite sad that this man have no plan and have no idea. He just wants to answer the name and he has gotten it. It's nice for him to just resign so that everybody can get somebody that can do the job. You have no idea, so you should just stop wasting Nigerian time. So that's my own take. All
right, thank you. I appreciate it. All right, Dayo, you sent in your message. You said PTA mentioned that is insecure displacement of its citizens also has become a gangster paradise. PTA nation in which education is destroyed. Okay, is encouraged. PTA nation ruled by some kind of mind. You said a lot. You see, the reason why your message is always somehow to read. Like you look for a way to share, just throw in insults. When I say I will not read, now you say I don't read your message. Oh, you're calling. When you say it with your mouth, if you reach the side that is there has insult, I'll cut it. Just call him. Dayo, please now. Judiciary has I cannot. It's not because I don't want to read your message, but you know how you're sending these messages. Please. All right, Comrade Tosin Williams says, hope you guys are good. We hope we are. Barrister Darlington, do you hope you are?
It's a renewed hope.
All right. He says it is unfortunate that our judiciary has been hijacked by our. Okay. He says, however, I won't blame the judiciary. What do you expect from them when they can see how the legislature and executive are busy?
No, they should have education.
While all drawn in despair and hopelessness. Please help me to ask Mr. Darlington, is there hope for Nigeria? And is it true that our collective existence is non-negotiable? That's the question. God bless you. God bless you too.
There is a hope.
There is hope here. You don't end that. You don't do but. Don't do but. You've said there is hope. Let's take the hope. Good evening and welcome. Go ahead.
Master Darlington, I greet you.
You know I don't want to hear the next thing you say after that one. So it's okay. You said the first one. That's fine.
Now your brother also they talk also.
Well done.
Yes, my brother. Precious, my brother. What is Promise? I don't hear from her.
Promise is busy with our TV. You do know we have a TV station, right? It's VOP TV. Okay. You can check us on YouTube there. Okay. VOP TV Live. That's what we are on YouTube.
Yes, yes. You people are doing a great job. And,
have you seen our TV content? It's back to back. Oh, we are coming full time. Very soon we'll be on cable. You shall like it.
Okay. But I wanted to say something concerning our Oga where she done.
Okay.
You know what? The only thing we have is thank God he have achieved his mission to be one of the presidents in this country. So I don't say I go pray, because before somebody go for the post, he must have known what the masses need, because he's going there for us, not for only him. But today now we are seeing that they are going there for themselves. Look at the past 8 years. We see all that happened. At least people are know the truth. That's the only thing I know. People are know the truth. But because of your job, we just want to, maintain, and that's why they make you come out. So
I don't understand. No, what is the truth now that we are not saying like this on air?
The truth is all about our courts have stolen our heart. They were stealing our mandate, which everybody knows. Now,
and that is the truth. Which fact do you have to back? Which fact do you have to back up that truth? Oh, guys, you see the problem. You see, so your truth may not be another person's truth. It's a fact. Truth may be relative, but facts remain the same. What are the facts?
Okay, You know what? Invite me to your radio station. Let me come.
I'm not inviting you. Come tomorrow. Tomorrow, come. Open invitation. Tomorrow, come. Come. I'm waiting for you inside this show tomorrow. No talk again. End them. You don't do. Tomorrow, Moko end them here. Make not tear our bicycle where we just buy. Tomorrow,
I'm coming again for.
Come with your full force. Come.
I'm coming.
Your time don't finish, Oga. Your time don't finish. When another person talk. You don't use your time. Finish the anger with your body.
You know what make I say something.
I don't pick another person call. You're coming tomorrow. You go finish the talk tomorrow. Don't worry. Thank you. Hello. Good evening.
Hello. Good evening, Sister Precious.
Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
This is Isaac Ejima from
Isaac, you're welcome. Go ahead.
Good evening, Oga Darlington. Sister Precious, sir? I just heard you read my message and you didn't complete.
Oh, that you will not.
It's not Dio, it's Isaac Ejima from Amukoko.
Isaac, what is that thing you typed that I did not finish?
The person you give my number to. I was the guy that called that.
But that is a private matter now. It's a private matter. No. You now use Ogboju to come and talk on my show now. No, don't do that now. I helped you read it out of. You see, Nigerians, that's the problem people have. If I choose to, don't do that. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. If I helped you out of magnanimity, what you're offering, what you're begging me is not within this job to do. I'm helping you out of my good mind. Please. So no, don't hold on. And you sent me a message. I am going to attend to you. I've set your message aside to attend to it. How did I get you? Do you think I know anybody's number? How did I get your number to send to him?
Not as if you didn't attend to it, but the person you gave my number to, the man only advised us to treat my mother with Abba herbs. I told him that we have already done all those things, but I'm taking her to the hospital. So for us to the doctor advised us there that we should be placing her on a monthly dose for her to be taken out of, because she's a BP patient. Because if you do not take it, the stroke might come back the second time. So that's the thing. That's the only way we can avoid it, for it to come back the second time. And there's no money for us to be doing all those things. That's why I'm just only asking for your help.
What is your name?
Isaac.
So Isaac.
My name is Isaac.
Isaac.
Yes.
There's something you have to understand, right? In this life that we are like this, while I empathize with you, and you know I'm a very empathetic person, nobody owes you anything.
I know.
Do you understand? So you had to also look for a way, even with what I'm saying. You had to look for a way to go ahead and still talk about your issue. I was the one who took out your number and gave out to people. All right, at this time you're changing the narrative of my show, so it's okay. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
They will attend to you later.
So you see, so that's the situation. You choose to help Nigerians, they make it a privilege. It becomes their privilege that you must help them. And one thing I wanted to tell Isaac is, Barrister Darlington, you know the level of helps you get here. How many can I really help? Now this one me like this me now. In case you don't know, I'm not so tall. I'm very precise, straight to the point. This small me that is like this, how many people can I help that people will not divide me into pieces? How many? That I choose to have a good mind to help does not mean that you make it look like it's your right. Please, let's not be doing this now. Because how many everybody has an issue or the other right now. Everybody. Who can you help and who can you not help? Who can you help and who can you not? So if I choose to, there are others who are blaming me that I don't read their messages. That's not the core of this job. And you people should not go and do the management now and say, oh yeah, any message soliciting for help, don't read it again. And that one now will not be worse. Why you put like this?
Because it's not part of it now.
Wow. All right. Hello, good evening.
I'm not looking for anybody here.
This is me no group for anybody. Faulkner says, good evening, Mr. Darlington and Precious. What I think would happen is less people will shift from nursing programs and find another field with which they will compensate for the time instead of being held down by federal governments. That's what he's trying to say, right? And then he said you need floating healthcare system of nursing program to match the current population growth and adequate workforce. Now this part they are heading is the direction to failed healthcare collapse. I'm speaking from healthcare experience. Folk no. You're speaking from your Igbo experience. We're speaking from Nigeria experience here. Two experiences. Victor from Afoluku says, Miss Precious and the Barrister Darlington. So now Oga of court Pekin fit represent Abi. You can see big corruption. I'm laughing. They said other parties should join and help them, advise them. But I'm laughing in Spanish. Why are they in power when they can't rule this country or when they cannot give all the advice? Why? Ina says, means Nigeria. Okay, Victor, I cannot read that part of the message. I appreciate you, all right? Hello, good evening to you. Hello, good evening. Hello? Sir?
Good evening.
Prince Akwachi, I hope so you know attack me as a para. Good evening. Welcome.
No, for where I don't even want to come out for government matter. I just want greet you, greet Mr. Darlington, and then ask if there is any step down.
There is step down. As a matter of fact, now I want to make sure say every day step down. Every day. Every day now they do step down. Even if we have real estate, we'll make 15 minutes for step down. It is compulsory. That step down is our hypertension medicine.
Please, I need that. Good evening, Mr. Darlington.
Mr. Akwachi, Prince, I greet you.
Oh, sir, let me greet pass. Let me greet pass. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for what you do. I just don't want to. I don't want to put my mouth in this politics or government thing again.
You must not be tired. You must not be tired, though. You must contribute.
Thank you, Prince. I appreciate you.
We got your message.
Now we say you got the message. He said, you didn't greet.
No, let's. I think I'm thinking towards Valentine, but I'll let
Prince Akwachi, you like love too much. Ew. Stop it. We like it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. I'll contact you privately on that later.
No problem. Thank you so much.
All right.
He told me
that I'll take you out.
That place they went to in Granada, a room $102,000.
Barrister Darlington, I have messages. I'm going to step down conversation. So Remy from Akoka says APC was never ready for governance but politics. It was obvious from inception. Unfortunately, it's taking Nigerians 9 years to realize. Now they blame everyone but themselves. Buhari did it for 8 years, blaming the other government. Now Tinubu has started with the blame too. So same script. Yemi Kadoso quoted UNESCO numbers of students studying abroad, but couldn't state how much CBN gave students because it's all lies. Now the APC government thrives in deceit. That's what he said. And he said never translates. This kind of attitude cannot translate to good governance. I beg, tell your elected officials not to waste our scarce resources on their trips to Abidjan. Except they are playing from their pocket. They are paying from their pockets. Before you know now, they go carry mattress. Their families and mistresses go flex and can't give us bills. Say, I'm not gonna see how much spent for the trip. We wanna carry us go.
Even at that, Cardoso did not tell us how many USA citizens or UK citizens that are studying in Nigeria.
All right. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. This is Comrade Iroko from Ejibo.
Comrade Iroko, how you there?
I'm fine, mommy. Go well done, ma.
You don't say. Well done. Go ahead.
Yes, ma. I agree with you, Barrister Darlington very well, though.
I agree to Iroko.
God bless you, Daddy. Yeah, you will remain the mentor, honestly, to the all masses that doesn't want to listen to what will benefit the good Nigerians. You will be the mentor for everybody. Honestly, God will bless you for doing this. By God's grace, you will be. I don't want. If I say I should pray for you, I will later want to swear. Let me say another thing now. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. This is Comrade Iroko. See, I want to tell you something, sir. See, there is one Yoruba proverb that says. It means
any house
even one house they settle. Yes. Now the bastard of that house
never grow.
Bastard is different from prodigal son.
Exactly. Exactly.
So now it is as if Nigeria has gone beyond the prodigal to the bastardized. So that is what is because if I say I should come deeply to what is in my mind, you will not know I'm a Yoruba man. Honestly,
we get the message.
But I want all Nigerians to keep it in their mind that very soon, if we still live what we are still living in our mind, that we don't want to revolt on this government, it means we are putting a fire on the roof. Honestly, suddenly it will be suddenly. I don't want to say much, but that is well done, sir. God,
all right, thank you.
I appreciate you. Continue.
Thank you so much. All right, let me rush through some messages quickly so we'll go straight to our step down conversation. Joe Val says, how can some people calling to say that it looks like this president is not prepared for government? He said there was no time that they were ready and prepared. He said, was it not obvious that they refused to attend debates and interviews, that he was never ready, but was also interested in becoming president? Well, you said a lot and I appreciate you. Niger, I hail you. We hail you back too for inside this same Niger. And Emmanuel from Ogun State says, Nigeria is only sitting on a keg of gunpowder, you mean? For the first few years now, military has been receiving a large chunk of budget over the years. Now the insecurities have become business to some sets of people. Everything has become scattered, and I doubt there can be solution except we leave all the sentiments aside. Prayer can't solve anything except we take action. Emmanuel sent in that. And Darlington and Precious Babbage says these above where Tinubu's promise. You mentioned the promises. There are plenty. Say to you and Nigerian 2014 during campaign, they made us join hands with them to pursue good governance, which is Jonathan, to embrace this kind of thing we are now. You Nigerians slumping and dying every day and everywhere out of BP, courtesy of what's this. And you send them when they say Nigerians, the only way to have steady lights is to remove Goodluck Jonathan and promise you 6 months you'll be swimming in crude oil and fuel. Buhari will pay you 5,000 naira monthly for being jobless. Are you to be genuinely employed with 3 million jobs a year? That's what and it was credited to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Really, that's what he said.
Unemployed you to be giving 5,000.
Exactly. So this message by Tosin says, help me ask Mr. Darlington, is Nigeria collective as collective existence negotiable? That's what you said. I think he's answered that question. This says, Precious, this man and his mother is a private business. You should have read this. He said, well, thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you, I appreciate you. Well, you say that. Please, Precious, allow people to say their opinions, because it's not your opinion but the voice of the people. Regards, Igwe Chooks. You see, that is because it's not my opinion. That's why I'm reading your message, just so you know that it's not my opinion. I hope you understand. So he says, food crisis is just starting because some state governors are cautioning bringing trucks to their states to buy food stuff, that any truck cut will be converted to state government by directing the truck to the state warehouse. Now, for those that are flogging people that came to vote last election, hunger is flogging them now back. He said this one is without remedy safe. Most of them are like people suffering from anemia now. In my state, Benue, he said my people are now selling their farm produce. They're not selling their farm produce anymore because it is not enough for them to even eat, let alone to go and
of course. That's why the thing is scarce.
Wow. All right, so this person here says, you sent these plenty messages. Which one should I read? The last one. Protest is the indication of a failed nation under a president that probably hasn't done well so far in the country. Nigerian judiciary, okay, he said a lot, but I read that last one. And then Godfrey from Surulere says, Precious, I hope you people are keeping the memory that the reforms on communication, banks, ports, and others by PDP government is what has sustained the economy of Nigeria till today.
Exactly.
You can mention just one thing that has added value in this our economy from the APC government since they started the ambition. Just one thing. Please tell us one thing. Nigerians, they say you should say one thing.
I didn't see any.
Ihechi from Ojosta says, like our honesty to issues affecting the country. My question is, when will his this present government implements the price control in some commodities in the country. People are dying of hunger, serious hunger in the land. Price control.
No, let the 7 days come and go. Now let me see how they will do that.
Okay.
The court have ruled that.
Okay, all right. Uche, watching from heaven, said, that is, he said, and Uche Darlington, see, we that is in heaven watching, let me tell you, the government wants to make Nigeria a company by trying to make Nigerians slave in their own country. You see, legislative, executive, and judiciary all appointing their families into office, and not by merit, but God will frustrate their plans. Is that what God told you in heaven? Okay. You don't tell a deaf person that there is Christ in the markets. The people supporting this administration are buying their foodstuffs from different markets a day. Those who benefit from bad government do not see anything wrong with it. Nigerians are in severe hardship, and some people are saying they are supporting this government. Okay, you leave them for God. And hello, Sister Precious, and good evening, Barrister Darlington. This is Andy, awaiting governor from Mafoluku. I said, I'm disappointed with Nigerian Labour Congress. They are acting as if they are begging the federal government to do the right thing. I weep for this country. And the politicians have divided the youth. We don't speak with one mind anymore. Kai, say this one no good at all. Say God help us. And Tosin then says, Tinubu, okay, unfortunately 4 years will still is still very long. Only hoping Nigerians have the strength to be available, to be alive. Only hoping Nigerians will have the strength to be alive till 2027. We don't enter one chance again. He said a lot. Fellow Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, it's time to rest the order of things. And then Precious, please, I am not around home to listen to my radio for today's program. Please, can you help me for Mr. Darlington's number? I called a line on VOP online. A guy attended to me and dropped a message for an appointment. What appointment are you really talking about? I don't get you. I don't get you. What appointment are you talking about? Okay.
An appointment. Are you sure you got this?
Okay. Okay. And then this is Madam Precious and Darlington. Good evening. My name is Uchenna from Amasiri in Afikpo North, Ebonyi State, Nigeria. 1 week, one trouble. Nigeria, my country. This renewed hope has turned to renewed anger and renewed hopelessness for us. Well, you said a lot. I appreciate you. For the want of time, I would have to be rushing your messages. Forgive me. Shegu from Isheri says, good evening, Precious. Please help us to always check some of your callers' information. Like that one that said Atiku was the one that privatized NEPA, aka PHC, and he said it wasn't Atiku that did that, it was GEJ that did that in 2013. And Ogada Linton, God give you strength. Amen, sir. Please, Sister Precious, allow Ogada Linton talk. Ogada Linton, I don't hold you today. I hold you. Well, I appreciate your thoughts and reactions. The messages are so enormous, I will not be able to take all of them. Let's take a break now. When we come back, we'll go straight to our conversation. So a step-down conversation is just quite simple, a very simple one. As a man who inherited the woman's assets and liability, is it a criminal offense for the woman to put a password in her phone? So a man went on social media to say that, how can I be the one to pay your bride price? After paying your bride price, I marry you and you now password your phone. Like, who born you? How can you do that? That is our honest step down conversation. After this break, Lagos, stay with us. We'll be right back.
The award-winning pizza in the US is now here in Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Romeo, the pizza champions, and cold berry ice cream delights in every scoop. Visit any of our outlets and feel the rich taste from the pizza champions and cold berry ice cream at 11 Road by First Avenue, First Town, 28 at Denira Ogunsanya Street, Surulere, 13 Admiralty Way, Lekki Phase 1. Romeo's Pizza and cold berry ice cream. Romeo, the pizza champions.
Listen to hot critical analysis and top trending topics of the day. Join Precious Monday to Friday, 7 to 9 p.m. on.
Ó máa fọ́ ní gan-an kẹ̀. Ó kàn fọ́ ní. Báwo ni mo ṣe máa sanwó orí ẹ̀ tí mo forí làpàtà tí mo kó wedding ilẹ̀ tí ò ṣòwò kékeré mo wá fẹ́ sílé tán ó wá fi password sí fóònù ó wá ní mi ò lè wo fóònù ẹ̀ mi ò lè gbọ́dọ̀ wo ẹni tó chat ẹ̀ lórí WhatsApp mi gbọ́dọ̀ rí friend rẹ̀ tó ṣe fẹ́ request sí ẹ̀ mi gbọ́dọ̀ rí àwọn tó ṣe voice note sí ẹ̀ ó lè pè mí lọ́kọ ẹ̀ mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ líṣu lọ́kà ṣé o mọ̀ pé gbogbo rọ́bìṣì ẹ̀ ń gbà tó wá Sisi ṣé o mọ̀ pé ó ti bá Sisi lọ ni ó bá má wẹ́ẹ̀dì rárá ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin ìyàwó yẹn ní kẹ́ má fọkàn fóònù pé òun fi password sí fóònù ẹ̀ dẹ̀ fẹ́ ẹ̀ mú etí ẹ̀ náà ń jọ wẹ́ẹ̀dì ni àánú ẹ̀ ń ṣe mí wàá wá gbótọ̀ wàá ti tọ́jú ọmọ 25 years 30 years ò táwà lábẹ́dákẹ́tẹ́ láì mà kú ọkọ ló bí ó yá lọ ṣe DNA test báwo ló ṣe máa máa rí obìnrin tó sanwó tó ṣẹ́rí tó ṣe wàhálà tó sweat tó owó tó lè fi ralẹ̀ kó kọ́lé ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ká sọ pé o gbọ́dọ̀ wo password o fi password sí fóònù ìyàwó ká sọ pé o lè wo fóònù àbí kan ṣe ni. ó máa fọ́ ní gan-an kẹ̀ ó kàn fọ́ ni.
If I don't understand anything, I understand. Oh my funny God, that is, it's not funny, Abi. That is co-funny. Co-funny. It is not funny. So what is not funny? Because I heard password. I heard that. So it means that okay.
The man is complaining in a Yoruba language.
Okay.
That, how can he marry a woman after paying all the money?
Did wedding.
Mm-hmm. The wedding money no be here. So after doing all that while, you will now bring a woman into the house. And you now put password on his phone, on her phone, that the husband, will not know who he's chatting with. He will not know who is calling her, who want to make friends requests. That under his own roof, that is not done. No, that is not done. Then how can he be the husband if this thing is happening under his roof? That men that. How can that? He's asking us now, men, that how can that be? And that's how some people will now give birth to children that is not their children. The women will give birth to children that did not come from their husband, and they did not do DNA.
So putting password that will make women to start having relationship and having kids that are not.
No, to the man's understanding, generally, what he's saying is wrong or completely wrong. Yes.
You don't agree?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That you are married to a man does not remove your right of privacy. It is natural right. It's your inherent right. It's your fundamental human right. Your right of privacy.
Are you speaking as a lawyer, as a husband?
It is the right thing, no. Because one, you are not will the woman equally do the same thing to
his phone?
For her? Because when you are married, you are supposed to be one, but apparently this man is from the old brigade. He innocent. He wants to be in control.
Okay, so you're saying that the woman may have right to put password in her phones, but then the husband should be able to have access to the password.
No. If the woman doesn't want, you don't force her.
You don't force her.
That's why it's their right.
Okay, it's her right.
It's her right.
Is it also the woman's right also to have access to your phone if she wants? And if you want to.
That is the ideal thing. That is because when they say two shall become one. Any marriage where there is secrecy, forget it. That marriage is not a marriage.
Okay. All right. So Lagos, let's take your thoughts and reactions on this conversation. Phone lines are open 0700 903 903 903. Or you can call the WhatsApp line 0700 903-9039. Like Mr. Darlington has called it the old order. So are you in favor of the old order or you against the old order?
The man is interested in how much he paid for her bride price.
That one they pay now.
He say,
but did he buy her though?
So I don't know. So that is the material. It is natural. Okay, why not wait for the woman to come and marry you? Wait for the woman.
Yeah, in India they pay groom price.
That was India.
So
that was India.
Okay, Bryce, let's take calls. Hello, good evening to you.
They even marry cow there.
Good evening. Good evening.
Precious.
Sir.
I love that, sir.
Hey, so now make you call me. I hope I have given you long life and prosperity tonight with that, sir.
You are lowering the blood pressure.
I don't lower your blood pressure.
Sister Precious.
Sir.
Sister Precious.
Sir.
Okay, my name is Jova.
Jova, where are you calling from?
Mr. Darlington.
Yes.
I'm calling you. I'm right now somewhere in the Gondo.
Okay, so go ahead. Let's hear you.
Mr. Darlington, you are correct with what you said. But if you listen to that man was already complaining. Looks like that woman is hiding something that we cannot see. She looks like she's already hiding something. And that is.
Do you know if it's something about her personal family that perhaps she knows he may not,
But there's something that Barrister Darlington said now. Barrister Darlington said, if the both of them are one, what is normal is that there should be no secrecy.
Yes.
If there's no secrecy, will there be password? Now, the problem is not the password. The problem should be if there's password, the both parties involved in this marriage should have, know the password just in case one person is in need of something and the other one has to open it. Imagine where one of them devices at a point, and there's a secret thing hidden in that phone. The other person will not be able to pick it out.
Exactly.
Unlike in my own house, I know my wife's password and she knows my own password. So I think if there's a perfect understanding, that should not have led to any problem.
You know your wife's password and she knows your password.
Under the here.
Under the here.
Yeah, yes. That kind of something.
Thank you.
All right, goodbye.
Thank you, good night.
Man should do away with those spinsterhood
friends.
That she's married now. Why is she behaving like a spinster? But so it's like the man is not. I don't know how to put it, but in general, the man is not handling it very well. He's not. He's not handling it very well because he's now forcing the woman. Okay, you can even have the password, and the woman will still continue to do what she's doing. That's the truth. Will you sit down at home be watching her? Will you be following her wherever she's going from Monday to Sunday? Is it possible? That means you don't even have a job as a man. Yes, now. Will you sit at home waiting for her if she's a housewife?
Okay, Bryce, our phone lines are buzzing. I'm sure Nigerians want to react to this. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening.
Precious! Sir! Hey!
Yes.
Who is it or what is it?
Ebuka from Isolo is calling.
And now you call me like this. See the energy why I use answer you. Make I not go to reduce your own hypertension, they increase my own. No?
I'm still young and vibrant. My temperature, my hypertension, the rest of them are still intact. Nothing can shake me. Anyway,
thank God.
When it comes to that, I still believe in the school of thought that even in marriage, there is still room for a level of privacy.
That's what Mr. Darlington said.
A man had his life before he married. A woman had her life before she married. Are they not saying that they should throw away their lives because they are married? No. There are also possibility the marriage, what if he separates tomorrow? You still have your life back. In the foreign world,
so is it not 1 + 1? Is marriage not supposed to be 1 + 1 equals to 1?
1 + 1 equals to 1. But there are some things also you might be doing as a man or a woman. Maybe that thing have not really matured. You don't want your partner to know yet. You want it to come like a surprise. So when he has all those things,
like you're planning a Valentine gift now for your partner, and you don't want them
to know. And that is why you are keeping stuff from them. Like in the Western world, it's something they call a kind of divorce. They call divorce on no fault ground. So if the marriage now ends, everybody will have their life back. But the part of the world we find ourselves, once you don't give the partner access to your phone or anything, he's cheating. She's cheating on me. In fact, the ladies around me have rationalized it in this way. Now, what they always tell me now is that if we can see each other's nakedness, why can't we see each other's phones? That is the wrong perception. There should be still room for personal privacy to an extent. Thank you.
To an extent. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Lagos phone lines are still open 0700 903 903 903. Hello, good evening to you.
Good evening. My name is Chris. I'm calling from my phone.
You're welcome. Go ahead. Sorry? I can't hear you.
About the step down issue. Can you hear me?
Great. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. I must say something. I disagree with Mr. Darlington on what he said. That did he buy the man, the woman, or why is they are feeling it? Because it's something we must understand. One thing is sincere. You see, men, naturally, we are very, 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 very jealous. And you see, before you could see some man come out and speak it, my wife, if you listen to the words she he said that the woman is behaving as if she has no friends, behaving as if she is not married. And so, and there should be something that is transpired between him and the woman. And before you could speak to that level, even you make some allegation of find that most men, they actually check their clothes, their wife, their children, and you compare the two.
So your output is really not very clear. So we can barely hear you. So we don't keep wasting time.
Let me address this issue.
Okay.
There are people that are not supposed to be in marriage.
Hey, wait.
Don't deceive yourself. There are people who are not, especially ladies. They will tell you right. I've seen ladies who made it clear that they can't live under a man. Abi?
Promise, you agree? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, help me make way come our producer Promise. The producer that TV is taken away from me. I have to even get. What are you feeling like now? This producer of life. All right.
So if you now, because of infatuation, you now go and pick such a lady and put under your roof. What are you?
Is this a booty? All right. Hello. Good evening.
So what are you saying?
Pray.
Sir.
You see now, all the men calling now, they are now agreeing with Mr. Darlington.
They are behaving well. Is it Darlington? Sorry, is it because Valentine is on the way? What's going on? I don't understand.
No, but of a truth, Mr. Darlington is right. You know, Mr. Darlington is right because for me, you know, I believe in privacy. And I believe that everyone, though in my own case, my wife knows my password. You know, the only thing I try to do is I dare her. I said, sometimes go and check. If you have an attack, it's up to you. Go and check my phone. It's all on you.
But that daring, is it from your mind and you wish that she doesn't even check to avoid trouble?
It's from my mind. Truly speaking, it's from my mind. Okay. She knows me. She knows me, you know, and you know, she gives me her own password, but I don't go into people's
because you people always trust your wives. You know that these women are clean. You men are always the ones with skeleton inside cupboard.
It has to do with trust. If you trust your partner, those things shouldn't be a problem. Why should you be worried about your partner doing something with their phone? It's their privacy, for Christ's sake. It's their privacy. You know, if she wants to share something with me, she share it with me. If she don't want to share with me, it's okay. For me, I'm not even worried about. That's even the least I can even think about. You know, and then him talking about DNA. Oh, is he not sure of himself? He can as well go and do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You can go and do DNA.
Thank you so much.
The man is telling us about the woman, not about his own faults.
No, you don't understand what he said is that his own is that because he's the man, he paid the bride price,
so he should exact authority over you.
Yes.
If there are shortcomings, like the marriage cannot be consummated, maybe the woman is
consummation is also a problem.
Because you know
somebody cannot be tired.
The woman is maybe a nympho. And the man
so Mr. Darlington, you've said now that some women don't like staying under a man's roof. Yes. Now some women are. Why does it seems like somehow the woman
must have a problem and the man may not have a problem.
Come on women.
No, hold on. I have just told you some of the reasons that if you see such a woman, maybe because she's very beautiful, you now say you want, and she will tell you this thing will not work. You say don't worry. When you enter the house now, it don't.
Okay, but Sir Darlington, let's attend to some messages. This says, Precious, I agree with the man in part. Marriage and love ought to be based on trust. Trust is an abstract word. Most marriages are not perfect. There are many illegitimate children all over the place. And then I say the lady next to me, so is she my copy or my AI or AI of
my
me?
AI.
Yeah, AI. So I promise, please, let's just run through some messages. This says,
and this says, this is from Ijeoma says, good evening, Darlington and Madam Precious. 1 + 1 in marriage is 1. Nobody has the right to hide anything from each other. Absolutely. People that cheat always lock their phones so that the partner won't see what's up. And I think I agree. There was a time, did we take that story of how a woman found out that, in fact, the husband infected her with a disease. You understand? For years, he has been treating himself, and he hid it from his wife.
Did you also take the story of a woman who had a certain ailment, has been taking her medications even before marriage and while the marriage, and never let the man know?
So if people go through their partner's phone, they will
can see secrets in high places.
Somehow.
Okay, so Casey from Heaven says, I disagree with Mr. Darlington today. The day my wife starts putting password in her phone, in order for me not to have access to her phone, forget that marriage that day. It is gone. That she's a stranger in my house.
Look,
that is it. The case said he's not having it, even from heaven.
And Emmanuel from Ogun State says, as a relationship coach, people shouldn't use a personal experience on friends' experience to generalize situations. Men should respect women, and women should respect men. I do tell men, do unto women what you would want them to do
unto you.
We'll be delighted for others to do to your daughter what you want them to do to your daughters. We should embrace peace. I have lots to say, but this will do, Sha.
So he rests his case. Barrister Darlington, go ahead. You were saying something.
In the interest of your peace of mind as a man, you must not open your eye to see everything.
And this, Mr. Darlington,
that's the only way you can live long as a man. I'm not joking.
Yes.
You are sincere here. If you want to know everything the woman is doing, you want to follow her, you will lose her.
So
and
Mr.
the same way the woman wants to know.
Are you saying that some men do not want to go through their wife's own because of fear of seeing something that would make them, that would break their heart?
I said exactly. She will get tired of whatever she's doing now. You get tired of it.
So it's better you don't even see it at all.
What the eye does not see, the heart does not grieve about.
True.
It. So if you want to maintain your sanity, my dear, focus on your development.
But what is the essence of marriage and trust when it gets to that level?
Promise. Let's attend to this call quickly. But Barrister Darlington, please.
No balance.
Please let's take this call. Hello, good evening to you.
Hello,
sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, my brother. Happy New Year to you. Welcome. Remind us your name and where you're calling from.
My own friend.
Chai. Oh, Mr. Ben, you're welcome. It's been Itafte though. Where have you been?
Because of the money.
I can listen to you every day. You're too much.
Thank you. You're 5 much, my brother. Thank you. Oh, use your line no clear. We need to hear you well. Oga Ben, we need to hear you well. No vex. So
back to WhatsApp. This says, please VOP, let us do and reason like Africans, not as UK, US, etc., etc. You see, many marriages these days lack trust, understanding, love, tolerance, and endurance, etc., etc. And we're full of all kinds of things, as such as the problem that the man is having with his wife.
All right. So this here says, the phone matter it's very, very deep. I have he said, I have my girlfriend's phone password and she doesn't have mine because she trusts me. But as a guy who used to have side chick, I don't let her know my password. For me, he said, for me, only a cheater wouldn't want their partner to have
like him.
So only a cheat like you would not let your partner have your password. Okay, now.
And this says, concerning my stand about the step down discussion, there is nothing wrong about password between couples. But each one should be able to access each other's phone.
Okay, Barrister, that into your final thoughts so we can run along. We'll have other messages, but we may not have time.
We were existing before phone came out. We were living our life before phone came out. Is that not true? Anybody who want to do anything, password or no password, the person will do it. Do you agree with that? Yes. Now you can. So they should pay less attention to some of these trivialities.
Okay,
it's not helping our life. That's what I'm saying.
All right. Okay.
It's not helping our life.
Okay, thank you to the producer of this show, Promise, who's finally been magnanimous and gracious enough to show us. And
please, if you don't trust your partner, you're suspecting something, please snoop, check their phones. Yes, it is your right to check your partner's phone.
But did you hear that?
It is your right. So what's the essence of
Promise? Calm down. Promise, calm down. Did you sign up for violence this evening?
Yes, I signed up for violence this evening.
Before you check the phone, check your blood pressure.
It doesn't matter. It is
if the BP goes up, they'll take medication.
Anything that doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's better you check and know your place. Yes, it's better you check and know your place. Seriously.
Not to talk of when you saw
So why must you have something that will give your partner high blood pressure?
Doesn't make
why
sense.
must you?
Why must you look at?
That's not
why
even
must
a
you not
marriage
look at?
anymore.
Is 1
It's
plus
not
1
even
not
marriage
1?
anymore.
Is 1 plus 1 not 1? Lagos, that's the size of our package. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the show. My name is Precious Enyi, and this show here is put together by this young lady.
Truly, Promise Enyi.
Calm down. I was giving you the credit already.
Don't worry. I want to hide myself.
Pastor Darlington, is this your
You've missed
woman?
me.
Okay.
I know you've missed me. Mr. Darlington, did you miss me?
I do.
Oh, thank you.
You do or did?
I do.
He did. He do. He does.
In the spirit of Valentine.
Yes, next week.
Yes, you are coming around.
Lagos, my name is Precious Enyi. As I said earlier, we have a very vibrant television station, a pro-people and people-centered television station. We incorporate the people in all of our conversation. We'll be opening phone lines very soon on our TV because we're still on YouTube for now, so you can call in and give all your buzzbuzz on our TV station because we have very strong programmings too on our TV station. Start by watching our breakfast show tomorrow, 7 a.m. Also start streaming live at 7 a.m. at VOP TV on YouTube. VOP TV live on YouTube. That's where we are. You'll be there. Yeah, you'll be in flesh and blood. Flesh or fresh? Okay, flesh and blood. He'll be there tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who's been a part of the show. I love you. My name is Precious Enyi. Good night.